Phew! Okay, I was borderline late today. Oh my god. Hello, everybody! Welcome to the stream! You'll probably see why I was borderline late in a minute here. But hi! Welcome. I'm ready for case 5 today. I came, dressed for the occasion. Ready to go to court, you know? Yeah. Oh, don't get your hopes up too high. I just know how to dress fancy, okay? Anyway, I'm excited for today, because this case is already a little bit juicy. And what's even better is that we're like on more friend terms with Miles. So that's kind of cute, you know? That's actually kind of cute. Oh yeah, there is a state of play today. I guess, yeah. I might have to make today a shorter stream, like 3 hours, closer to that. I don't know. We'll see how today goes. Because, yeah, I'll go live for the state of play. It's at 6 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah, we gotta watch that. Of course, Ace Attorney matters more. Of course. We had an offline sub. Emma, thank you so much for that. Brummancer, thank you so much for the 3-month resub. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. I would like... Well, first off, I guess I should say hi. I'm not happy with how I look today, but I did come prepared. You kind of can't see with the court table, but I got my skirt, I got my suit. We're cute. I'm ready for court, okay? All right. I never curl my hair, so this is a very special occasion. I literally never do. I'm so goddamn lazy when it comes to how I look besides my clothes. So doing my hair or doing my makeup is like a godsend. I didn't do my makeup. Fuck that, but like the hair. Oh. No comment. But yeah, so I'm ready for court today, okay? I am ready to stand against Miles on the other side of the courtroom. I am here dressed to impress Miles. Oh. My FMA pendant. Objection, that defies the laws of equivalent exchange. Yes. Again, no comment. You know what I want to start the stream with today? Someone, I forget who it was, brought to attention an old video that our old editor friend, Dina, she made this a long time ago, and it's unlisted on YouTube, so I'm sure not a lot of people have seen it, but I'm gonna share it with you all, and that's how we're gonna start the stream today. You saw the YouTube video? Yes, I do be playing Ace Attorney, and I'm glad you are here. Ace Attorney, this is like the best series I've ever played in my life. Thank you for being here. It means a lot to me. Genuinely. To be able, y'all have no idea how special it is to share like a possible new favorite series with a large audience. Like to be able to share my experience with other people, to me, is like such a humbling and like truly special experience in my life. And I'm dead ass serious when I say it does mean a lot to me that you guys watch these streams. Seriously. It means so much. I love this game with my whole bussy right now. Like, I seriously am so attached to everything that's going on. I've never I don't think I've fallen in love with a game series this quick in my life. Just, it seems faster than any other series. I'm so invested into it, so like, to share it with you guys is really special, so thank you for being here. It makes it like all the more better and more memorable, despite all the backseating and stuff. I know that people are very excited, but it's still a very special experience. Big Meta, thank you so much for the 4-month resub, I appreciate it. Wait, what bussy? Yeah, like my whole bussy. Yeah. I love this fucking franchise. And I'm glad that I have this video of Dina here. Let's, you know what? Let's start the day. Oh god. Okay, there we go. We're gonna start the day with this. Let me figure out how to get this on the screen, how I want it.
Ace of 2 and bio.
Yeah, but thank you for the 100. I appreciate it. Okay, so let me get this. This is like an amazing video that Dina edited a long time ago. It's titled "Crystal Being Your Average Herlock Sholmes Enjoyer." So it's back from my Great Ace Attorney playthrough. I guess for those that haven't played it, I'm not sure if there are spoilers in here. I don't think so. You're just, but do be warned, I guess, if you really don't want to see anything from Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Just a minor heads up here. It might be safe, but I don't know. All right, let's watch this in bigger. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the other screen. How about that? Yeah, this is much better. Let's go here and then do that. There you go. Now you guys can watch. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is like, I don't know. I love that Dina edited this. And again, it's unlisted on YouTube, so you can't find it. I can put the link in chat, but Dina's a legend. We miss Dina. Oh, wait, I gotta mute my... Oh, Jesus. Hold on. I forgot. I have to mute the game. Give me a second. Oh my god, these are not what I'm looking for. Volume mixer? There we go, volume mixer. There we go, now I muted it. Alright, let's do this.
I'm a great British consultant detective, the only one in the world.
Oh, this is gonna be DMCA'd. Oh, right. So, if you're watching on YouTube, the VOD will be muted for the next 3 minutes. Sherlock Holmes. Oh my god! Okay, a Herlock. How do you say that? Whoa! Ah! Holy shit! Oh! The sight of you is making my mouth water. Sir. I love that Dina calls me out on all my bullshit. Oh, she's the best. Hello, Vest. Nice to see you again. Oh my god! What happened? What are you doing? What the fuck? There he is, my man in the vest. I love this man. Whoa! Hey, whoa. Okay, he be looking fine. What's happening? I want to annoy this bitch. Why do I like him? I love him so much. It's irritating. It's him. It's him. Ah, yes! Woo! Oh, so that's what the delicious smell is.
So do I have to play the game so that I can make fan art of Sholmes for you? I don't have a Sholmes poster. Put him next to Akechi. I could draw the vest. Yeah?
The prophecy is true.
Oh.
Objection!
Oh my. Hot. Okay. Oh, the vest. Ah, the vest. Kill me. Kill me now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is happening? What is happening? No, 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 no. You really were sad, weren't you? Ah! I love this man. He's so stupid. You seem to be very unhappy this morning, Mr. Sholmes. But you're still looking fine as hell. Okay, what's happened?
My favorite coffee cup has been broken by the King of Germany, and Idris, you tried to conceal it from me.
I love him so much.
Oh my god, I think this is my favorite one. Yep, definitely my favorite one.
Oh, Dina, come back. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna need that kind of an edit for Mr. Miles Edgeworth. I can just see it now. Oh my god. I'm gonna need that kind of an edit. Ugh. We need to bring back Dina for this. For sure. Oh my god. That video is just so golden. I have so much appreciate that Dina did that. It's such a good, like, core memory, too. I love it. Funny that you should mention that. Oh, I already planned on making that edit. So as soon as I'm in the middle of editing 3 videos? 3, 4, maybe 4. I'm in the middle of editing 3 videos, but after that queue is up, I was gonna make a video from, whatever Miles is. A story... The story of Miles Edgeworth, from hatred to love to gay to hatred to love to hate to dork to gay. Yes. Insane's a good word too. Yeah. I'm already working on that. That'll be my next video project. The new start screen is almost done. Wait, you have a new one? For what? What? You're making a new one, Tion? It's just an edit? What a giga chad, Tion. What are you doing? The Nagito video is a good one. The Nagito video is a good one. It's actually one of my favorites. You want to know? Like, when people ask me, like, oh, what's your favorite case, Crystal? I get that a lot. Actually, what's funny is I don't think of Great Ace Attorney first. I think of that Nagito case first. Like, I think out of any detective type game, visual novel I've played, like, I think that case, what is that? Second Danganronpa game, is that like case 5, 6? I don't remember the numbers. But yeah, the Nagito case. That's my favorite. But if we're just talking Great Ace Attorney, I don't want to count Ace Attorney yet. Like, we're not done. My favorite case, I mean, it's probably really cheesy, but the last one in Great Ace Attorney Chronicles is just so fucking mind-blowing. And like the roller coaster of emotions in that case, I think, is just so peak cinema. Just the way that everything resolves at the end of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles is just like so satisfying. The way that everything ties together is just way too good. So that's like a really close second, is the finale. Yeah, game 2, final case. Yeah. It's just, God, it's such an unforgettable moment. It's insane. It's insane. Nagito really did kill my brain. It's ridiculous. He still lives in my head rent-free, like, a lot. He still does. But anyway, it's funny how much I think about the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles while I'm playing this game, but... It's like low-key very embarrassing, but you know what? I can't get any lower than I am right now in this game, honestly. Like, I think the shame is at an all-time high, and I think I just don't give a fuck anymore. But I did have a dream about Miles Edgeworth last night. you one inkling. It was a weird dream, y'all. It was a weird dream. So, yeah. I'm having a good time with this game. Yeah. Now, granted, it wasn't the best dream. It really was not the best dream. But he was in my dream. It was... I don't know if it's weird, but it's just kind of... I don't know, he's living in my head rent-free. I really don't want him to die or anything like that. I'm like a little bit paranoid, especially after the last case. Like, people having vendettas against Miles. Like, it's just paranoia. So... I only remember like 5 minutes of the dream. I don't remember everything, but the only parts that I do remember were I think I imagined myself as Phoenix, which I mean is pretty accurate to the game. I mean, you are Phoenix, right? So I think I was Phoenix, and I like went over to his room, then the prosecutor office, and like where he works. And he was lying dead on the ground. So he wasn't alive in my dream. He was dead. And I just kind of freaked the fuck out. I think I was Phoenix. Because like I just started shaking and having like these really, really heavy emotions. Like I just could not... I couldn't handle seeing him dead on the ground. But that's it. That's literally all I remember. I woke up after that because I was really scared. So it wasn't the best of dreams, but the fact that he was there just means that he's like living in my head rent-free. And it's pretty bad. Elite Regard, thank you for the 5 months. Leo, thank you for the 45 months. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Enjoy it or don't. New starting soon screen. Am I doing this right now? No, oh my god. What did you do to my starting soon screen? No! Oh my god! I don't know if I can do this right now. Can I? Let me see if I can. Alright. Tion wants me to... Okay. There it is. There's the new... It's just Miles! No! The old one? The new one. Oh, man. Okay. Also, I will say I do appreciate you keeping Sholmes in the corner. Thank you for that. I genuinely appreciate Sholmes keeping present. I miss him. Thank you. I like low-key hate you, but thank you. Oh my god. Oh, I am! Welcome to the stream, everybody. I am enjoying this game way too much. Don't worry, you never need to question. Crystal, how are you enjoying this game? Don't even question it. It's my favorite fucking thing I've ever experienced. Hands down. Tion. My god, thank you so much. Okay. I need to start playing the game. So, I'll be honest, I have no idea what's happening in this case. I don't know. I got nothing right now. We don't have enough information on what's happening. The only thing, like, I just have a couple, like, general questions, and that's, like, I hope this isn't vindictive against Miles for some reason. Why was it in his car? Why is there a dead body in Miles's car? I also question the time of death, which I think is very important. So the body was found in the trunk of Miles' car. So it was transported there? Like, what the fuck? That's... I don't even know. I truly do not know what to make of what the fuck is happening. But something is happening. And Miles is somehow roped into it yet again. I don't even know what to think, y'all. I'm like led to believe that Lana, I think Lana was the girl that's being accused of the murder. I think that she's covering for Miles, if you ask me. I think she's covering for him, but that's just me. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, wait, I pulled my chair over, but I don't want to sit yet. So, let's get started for the day. Let's get this case rolling. I'm ready to clear Miles Edgeworth of innocence yet again. I'm just kidding, he didn't do it this time. But he's gonna be roped into it because it's his stuff. It's his car. Like, what the fuck, bro? How is he involved again? Like, what is happening to this man? He's just falling apart at the seams. Alright, so we left off in the middle of gathering evidence and stuff, so we just finished talking to Gumshoe. We can now go back to the underground parking lot because he gave us this, the letter of introduction. So we can go to the crime scene. Let's go see Miles's car, shall we? Let's go see the car. Oh, yes. Let me pin that message for YouTube. Okay. Oh my god. What? You developed a massive crush for both Lana Skye and Angel Starr. Alan, you have a type. It is obvious. It's okay. I have them too. Everyone knows who I'm gonna fall for any game I play, which is pretty sad at this point. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Whoa, what? Oh, still here? Hello? Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too? Oh. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that lost its herd. Doggy? Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Oh my god, his theme music? He gets theme music. Yeehaw, bitch. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime, a cold grave for men who lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? Hopeless case, Phoenix. You can't say that to somebody. There's something I wanted to ask you. Goddamn, okay. This guy, this dude. All right, compadre, count to 3. You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. Remind me never to visit Texas. Yeah, you don't want to visit Texas. Officer Marshall, could you take a look at this? Whoa, partner. If you're fixing to draw on me, you best be ready for a shootout. You ready to become food for the vultures, compadre? Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Somehow I don't think he's going to help us. I'm a lawyer! Officer Marshall, could you take a look at this? Oh, he doesn't care about my badge. What a fuckhead. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right into the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Oh, that old cowdog? He owned the birthday party or something. Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe, better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settlers, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Hootenanny, okay. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. You gonna talk about my badge now? I see your badge. Looks pretty, round. Our badge is a star, a lone star, shining in the nighttime sky. A beam of light, illuminating evildoers who come in the dark of night. Note to self, evildoers are weak against starlight. Okay, Emma's a lost cause, I think. Hey, that's a sheriff's badge. What's that, some sort of police passport? This is Detective Goodman's ID card. Strangely enough, we found it a good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance in this rat hole? If you want distance, get yourself to Texas. Texas? This is a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? Note to self, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. She's a lost cause. There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros. Ah, a toy shield suits the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? A toy knight, maybe? Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? We get the point. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these. Let me guess. Did it have a K for King of Detectives on it? Hey, they could use the same shield over and over. Note to self, the prosecutor's office and criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap. You know it, they've gotten cheaper with every passing year, I tell ya. All right, compadre, count to 3. Okay. 5:12 p.m. The prospector's bright red steed came in at a trot, real slow like. A trot? My banana tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. So it seems the chief prospector was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for her prince to ride in on his bright red horse. So what you mean is the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along. All right, compadre. Okay, we're back to this. Okay. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Wait, that's not... Wait, what? He lied to me straight up. He said he died at 5:15. What? That is not what this says. So, Uno knife wound. Loss of blood. Ooh, that's like a slow death, ain't it? That sounds like kind of brutal, actually. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m.
Was my sister involved with the victim in any way?
Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. What?
Nothing in common?
They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the Chief Prospector.
But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot?
So it seems. Like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. Right. I don't mean any offense, but... Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? You're not a detective. You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me.
But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So, why are you in charge? No reason, we're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime.
That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least.
He's nothing but a sad old cow dog. They can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth. That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just he don't realize it yet.
Aw. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation. How could they do that? You bitch.
Why does no one like the characters that we like? No one likes Miles, no one likes Detective Gumshoe, but we like them! But no one else does! This is bullshit, Your Honor. That's Miles's car? Is Miles like our sugar daddy? Like, I have a feeling that's what Miles is in this relationship. He's the sugar daddy. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted.
The crime took place in an underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams I have money to burn.
Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Yeah. Damn, Miles being the sugar daddy. I like this scenario more and more. This is kind of nice.
This rope, is it?
Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body.
So, wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him.
You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort.
Look, something's written on it.
67S 12-2. Is that a case file? There's a name printed on the paper above that, Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed.
Well, so? What does it mean, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth.
Not right. Wow! I'll have you know, I beat Edgeworth twice in court? Twice in court! I'm not Edgeworth. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. This strikes me in particular, but I'll get there later.
A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors.
Defense attorneys are relegated to B block.
I dream of being the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright.
Wow!
I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon.
B block. That's where visitors park.
I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance.
Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak.
Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy?
Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. This looks like a cell phone. Aha! Some sort of communication device is what I was looking for. I thought it was a radio at first, but it's a flip phone. Not radio, like one of those old Walkmans. Because this game is that old, right? So I was thinking it was a Walkman.
Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out?
Yeah, of course. Right, let's check it out. Oh, it's automated. Okay.
Man, what a boring strap.
What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know.
Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These aren't hard to come by, you know.
I see the series is as popular as ever with the kids.
The phone's still on the redial screen.
Redial? Oh, I said it before Phoenix did. Oh.
Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls that you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it.
Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry.
It's just you never know with people from your generation. Whatever. Let's check this phone out. I'm literally only 8 years older than you. What the fuck? Now, to see who the owner of this phone called last.
Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button.
Really? That is so cute. That is so cute! I could get used to this version of the Steel Samurai. Honestly, this is a bop. I love this. I could get used to that. Hey, that song, I know that. It's a Steel Samurai thing. Hey, what's going on over there?
Sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that phone there, didn't you? Yeah, well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because like in the opening cutscene of this case, we saw 2 murders happen at the same time, so that's why I was like, oh, there needs to be some sort of communication device, because it seemed like they happened at exactly the same time. So they would need to communicate somehow, like, stab him now! They only need to do a few words. Something like that. Who did she call?
No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones.
Oh, that. Oh. I'm sorry. That was my phone.
Oh, what? Your phone?
Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. Wrong number.
I hope you're not lying. I would never lie. What are you talking about? They shoot you for that in Texas, partner.
I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Oh, that's interesting. Last call was made at 5:18 on the day of the murder. Oh, okay. Why you really gotta go and use Miles's car? Sorry, I'm still not over that. Oh, probably because he has access to the prosecutor's side. Oh, it's probably just as simple as that. They needed to get they needed to get access to the prosecutor's side of the parking. So his car, okay. That would make sense. It might not be like vindictive of Miles or anything like that. It could just be they needed to get over here. They're not letting me look at the back. Why? They let me rotate everything else, but not that. Can I do it again? What's wrong? You look like I do during finals. Never mind, it's nothing. There's nothing else on this thing? God, the color of this phone is so shit. I hate mustard yellow. Like, it's such a shitty color. And that's practically... No, I'm wearing like a tan color, but like mustard, ew. By the way, Ellen Gale, thank you so much for the $2 donation on YouTube. I really appreciate that. Thank you. This case seems like very heavily involved, and I'm a little scared. So person dies between 4 and 5:30. Miles's car, tickets in at 5:12. Call is made at 5:18.
So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister.
That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall.
Yeah, Bambina?
How can you say that? You and my sister, you were...
Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about?
I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office.
Dry wind or ill will, someone's up to something here, but who? Why does it seem like multiple people are out to get the same person? Like, I'm sus of Angel, Starr, and Jake Marshall, but at the same time, for some reason, I don't strike them as actually being the murderers. I don't think they did it, but I think that everybody is a conspirator here, which is really strange. They're all conspiring against, like, the same person, which is so weird. Maybe they actually did it, but I don't think so yet. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he took whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you.
But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them.
If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person who... Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lana Skye. Ooh. Does this have everything to do with this trade that they're talking about that happens in the prosecutor's office once a year? Trading of evidence or something they mentioned like that. I think it has to do with that. But why?
What? My sister?
Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals.
You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials?
Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret heading around here somewhere. Everyone knows it.
Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright?
I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone.
So, you think we'll be okay?
Absolutely not. Well, the only thing that's still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime.
She says that she did it. No problem! I can guarantee that she's not the criminal.
Oh, by the way, Emma. I know that song your phone plays when it rings. It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma?
I'm sorry.
Can you tell me what you talked about? Phoenix. Damn.
She hung up right away.
I see. The last call made to her sister Emma at 5:18 on the day of the murder. What is happening? Okay, this completely went topsy-turvy for me. A detective is murdered, and a suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Well, of course you don't. Because the thing is, a lot of people aren't talking, so it's hard. Oh no, is it time to get Miles in court now? If it's trial time, oh boy. Miles is like put in a weird position though on the prosecuting side. Like, he's prosecuting, but like he's involved in this, so it's like really weird. This is like a situation. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas.
Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area.
Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome.
I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis.
Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice.
Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that.
Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there's one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. That struck her. Interesting. Huh.
I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright.
That really got her. My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. Mia. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth. All by myself.
Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way.
Oh boy. Ah, the good old days. Miles across the courtroom from me. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. Wow! Don't just call out my gay in the middle of a courtroom! I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot.
Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything.
However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. I find him so funny because I genuinely don't know or don't believe that he thinks that she did it. I feel like this is such a weird dichotomy. There was a witness to her crime, a professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. The cough-up queen? Haven't I seen you somewhere?
You ordered the caviar lunch, right?
Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down.
Ah, and for you, I have a fiesta bowl.
Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession?
Ah, and you, sir? Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox?
It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please.
Well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty, it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? What is this courtroom? Okay, I can get used to this running gag. Edgeworth always has a problem with names. This is the third time. Name, profession, now.
Me? The name is Angel Starr. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Oh my god.
Hurry it up!
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. Huh? What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective.
What? Miss Starr was a detective?
Aha! I know who you are. Cough up.
Cough up Queen Angel Starr, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Starr.
Just who is this lady?
If I might have the court's attention over here. Oh, I like maps. Maps are nice. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes. The crime took place by a car in the back of A block, in the car's trunk. That is so weird. How do you park your car there if there's that wall? Like, you can't park like that. Especially, like, imagine there is a car in the parking spot adjacent to you. How are you getting in that? Like, I don't understand how you're, what kind of a lot is this? The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. The parking lot with Edgeworth's car. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. Seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright? I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Mr. What the fuck? What the fuck? Wait, are they talking about me? What is wrong with this courtroom? Like, suddenly Booba comes in and all brain cells go out the fucking window! Including Chet! Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Whoa! Okay. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Okay, so yeah, I know exactly what to say here with the knife thing. I noticed that the other time too. But I also don't believe that she was on the visitor's side at that time. Like, she every time we've seen this bitch, she's been on the prosecutor's side of the parking lot. She has not been in the visitor's side. So who the fuck are you trying to kid? I highly doubt you were on the visitor's side. But okay, whatever, bitch. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. Oh, how touching. As you can see, there is no room for doubt. I hate this guy. I hate him again! Ah! The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that.
It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Okay. I'm still gonna press her on everything, but okay. Somehow I always knew a date like this would come. How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's ununiformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Edgeworth didn't say anything.
Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors?
I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Oh shit. Laid off! She was fired when Miles got hired! Miles became a prosecutor 2 years ago, right? And she lost her job 2 years ago. Oh my god, I swear to god if Miles took her job. That'd be hilarious, actually. I think that's hilarious. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well, you may continue, Miss Starr. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. This boyfriend, he's the detective. And not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend, you have several. Yes, this boyfriend, and that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? Okay. The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. I'll stick with the lunches, thanks.
Note to self, the judge has to think before replying.
The security guard room is in the lot, in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security. That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block.
So, she was in B block when she witnessed the crime.
Okay. I don't really believe her still, but okay. You sensed something? So you're saying that you had a premonition of the murder?
It felt like... how would you say?
Oh, yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means. Speaking of detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. A young cheese? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy, with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. Then I must be hard, yellowed, and sharp as a
Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match.
In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. By garish car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth's. Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it? Indeed it was. Miles, why do you have a knife? And also, why is everything you own fuchsia? What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you are sure it was the defendant. I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed.
Let's just do what we can, even if we don't have any proof. We can always nitpick.
Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness.
Be might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie.
Huh? Rookie?
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me.
I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring.
I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism?
I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. A photograph? You took this?
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunch boxes is rigged with a camera.
I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again.
My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
This is most certainly the defendant. Why would... Wait. This is so confusing. She is supposed to be working together with Edgeworth if she wants Lana to be declared guilty still. Why would she hold decisive evidence from Edgeworth, who is trying to also accuse her of guilty? What is happening? Why? Did you... You're on the same side right now, technically. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, oh, I hate prosecutors, but like, you want this defendant to be guilty at the same time. Like, you have to be such a super vindictive bitch. That is, like, even if I don't like someone, if I wanted if I wanted someone to be declared guilty, you would still want to work with them to achieve the same result. No? Like, that is so fucked up. Sheesh. She must have, like, a serious hatred for that. Like, that's some next level. Woo! You're on the same side. Okay. What is happening? This is most certainly the defendant. The photograph of the crime as photographed by Angel Starr. Oh my god. Uh-oh, that is unmistakably Lana Skye. So, what was the defendant doing at the time? Miles, I hope you are very annoyed right now. I would be very annoyed. What the fuck?
The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand.
Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying.
I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth?
It is your knife, after all. Yes, that's right.
Prosecutors are by nature well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set.
You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person!
Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor.
So the defendant was holding a knife. What then?
Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point.
Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late.
Too late?
Yes. The next moment,
the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see.
It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it.
You said that before. Anything else?
Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless.
Gee, thanks. Sounds pretty fatal to me.
What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty?
Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer.
Don't smile like that!
Oh, I didn't check this. Oh, oops. Name of the deceased, Bruce Goodman, 36. Date and time of death, February 21st, between 4 and 5:30. Cause of death, loss of blood from chest wound. Assessment, wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. A single stab wound was found. But again, this doesn't match the blood on the knife. I'm very confused by that. That's... If you're stabbing someone, the blood should not be on the blade, it should be on the tip. You can't see. I want... no. I need to go to this parking lot in person again. There are so many things to point out. I don't know. I'm suspicious of the... So if her boyfriend was in the security room, couldn't he lift the gate to traverse from point A to point B? Or point B to point A, I guess, technically. So I want to question that. I want to question why there's the empty spot directly across from Edward's car. That could be a thing. The wall that is perfectly in the way of the sight of Edward's car to the security room is also a question mark. I don't know how tall that wall is, so I do want to check that. I wish I could go back to the parking lot because I don't remember that. God damn. Oh, the wall is pretty tall. Yeah, so if you're in the security room, you wouldn't be able to see Miles' car. From that angle. Yeah. Well, I'm assuming that one of her boyfriends... I hate saying that. One of her boyfriends was running the security room. This is an interesting case. Alright, I'm just gonna do my gut. My gut tells me the knife is the thing, even though I'm now doubting it, but I'm still gonna do it. Okay, that didn't work. Well, that was my only idea, because I don't understand why the blood is weirdly placed on the knife, but okay. Alrighty. Whoop. Okay. Am I good? Making sure we're good here. Alright, let's do this. Whoops, that didn't go so well. Okay, so that was literally my only idea that I had. I really was confident in the whole tip of the knife thing. Oh, oops, that was her last statement. Alright. Perhaps it was my finally handed. There was a wire through the wire fence. I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. Chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. She thrust the pointy tip into Detective Goodman's chest. And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife? As I've already stated, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. What, isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. Oh, I missed my cue, man.
Look at this photograph.
My cue. This is the photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Ahem. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. But that you didn't like do an official objection. This is weird. I didn't get like an objection. I got this. What is happening? Everything is weird in this case. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind. Oh. Okay. He says that and I saved his life. Okay, he says that and I saved his life. Okay, okay. Got it, got it, got it. Got it, Edgeworth. Got it. Okay. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. Objection! Yeah, that's right. Objection! And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat. But it's black and white photograph. Yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you.
Mr. Wright, are you just gonna sit there and take that kind of abuse?
You got a better idea? Objection, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm bluffing. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Oh, yes, she did say that. Thank you, Phoenix.
Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies.
That's it?
If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved.
If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go.
Good advice. I'm not sure I understand it, but yeah, good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Skye was cold, calculated, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Premeditated? How do you know?
Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph.
Well, are those gloves?
Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on?
It was not premeditated. She would not be wearing those gloves. Ooh. Okay. This is bad. But you see, we can explain this. It's okay. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation.
Premeditated murder. A serious offense.
Witness, add this to your testimony.
The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it.
What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies.
In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder, and it's the only possible conclusion that one can make. Everything was planned.
I was hoping that would trigger my brain. Okay. Fuck. Oh my god. The rubber, okay, so the murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. If it was planned, oh god. Okay, okay, how do we do this? I'm thinking about the cell phone. Like, why would she call her sister if it was planned? Because then Emma could say something against that. I'm gonna... Ugh. I don't know what I'm doing! No! I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe, is this like messing with me? Do they want me to also point out another thing in the picture that I am missing? Do I present the knife? Even though, yeah, that doesn't help. There's no prints on it. But, like, why was it not in Edward's toolbox? Ugh, fuck if I know. Oh, are we supposed to point out that... I don't know! Ah! I'm like actually already stumped and this is just like the beginning of the case. This is not good. This is not good. I'm gonna try the knife. Do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. What's with this case? The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Really? This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Okay. Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. Oh, Miles, can you be nice? Right? I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. Oh, really? I could say the same about you. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah! The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution needs to prove, nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now? But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. Ugh. I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now? Funfano, thank you for the 6-month membership on YouTube. I really appreciate that. That's very sweet of you. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Oh. Damn, she slipped hard there. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So, if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. Emma?
Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office.
Let's try. Let's just do everything. Even though I'm very sure, I still want to hear what she has to say. You've said that, but you haven't told us how you know. That's what I'm about to tell you, rookie. I believe what she just said was a mere prelude to the story she's about to tell. Try not to interrupt her again. Rookie.
Never interrupt a storyteller. It's like pulling a bun out of an oven half-baked.
Something's half-baked here, all right, and it's you. Woo! Feed it. Try not to confuse the defense witness. They're not very quick on their feet. Now, why did you believe the suspect had intentions to murder the victim? Miles? Holy shit. I hate you in the courtroom, but outside the courtroom, holy shit. That's a different story. God. Oof.
Her actions speak for themselves.
You have no proof that Miss Skye called in there.
You have no proof that she didn't.
Mr. Edgeworth, thoughts? There is no record of a call made on the defendant, Miss Lana Skye's phone.
She might have written him a letter.
Come on, you could have tried public phone first, at least. In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's office where he was murdered. I'm sure he had a reason to be there. Witness? Why do you think it was a suspect who summoned the victim that day? What kind of grudge?
Well, I wouldn't know that.
Of course you don't. That's because she didn't have a grudge.
Rookie. I have a lunchbox here. Now, what's inside?
How am I supposed to know?
See? We agree there is no lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Don't you agree?
No, I don't agree, like, at all. No, this metaphor sucks. I get it. That's why my lunch was so... Judge? This judge isn't very good with metaphors. The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Will you tell us your basis for thinking this?
It's simple.
Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. A human machine? That's a contradiction.
Please.
Can't you find fault with something of substance, Mr. Wright?
Note to self, Mr. Edgeworth's sighs smell like citrus.
Well, now we know what he's gonna smell like whenever I kiss him, you know? So there's that. You say again and again, how many times did she stab him exactly?
We often say chop into 1,000 pieces, but we don't actually mean 1,000 pieces.
What difference does it make if the deed is done? How come she's getting mad at me? Let's just say that she stabbed him several times and leave it at that. Leave it at that! This is a murder case, people!
Mr. Wright, you should speak up if you have an objection, you know.
Miss Starr has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off.
The short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact.
I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax and even a really short wick will burn longer.
Obviously, more scientific testing is required.
Yeah, Emma. I'm glad we got that covered. Emma is really helpful. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise. Moss. Moss is back. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr. Oh, what do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Aha, you're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth,
What a hunk! He's my hero, really!
I did this? What about my objection? No one noticed? Well, witness? You got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Spattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. What? Her red muffler? Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. So she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. Well, she's right. Miss Skye was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait, isn't it odd that you mistook that for spattered blood? Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib, but, A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels like kindergarten sometimes. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony.
Mr. Wright, this is our chance.
Chance for what? Miss Starr has turned out to be a real— oh. Okay. It goes back to this. She's actually not wearing it. Wow. Ah! Sorry, hold on. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah, but she's not actually wearing the scarf in this photo. That's what I thought I saw. I think at least. Sorry, I think it's just HelloFresh. Miss Starr, I demand an explanation. Miles? The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. Oh, wait, he's on... Wait, what? Miles. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph. That can't be! Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly Is it... Why? Why? Oh, it's not it? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so anyway, Edgeworth keeps on taking my stardom right now. And I really just do not appreciate it. This bitch. He's taking credit for the things that I'm pointing out. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good.
In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What was my objection, chopped liver? But it was there, a scar.
No, not that, but something red, really. Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business.
What?
Very well, witness, continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony.
The most important part?
The part where your sister stabs the victim. The next testimony might just be the moment of truth. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. Oh, the wall is short enough that the security room you could see over. Okay. The suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot, but you can't. The wall... When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Starr, resistance is futile. But you can't cross to the other side. You are quite determined about this scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Starr. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks.
Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum. Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr. Rawr. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So where is this partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. There was a wall there, about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then? You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet from her the whole time. I'd like to see this on the floor plans just to be safe. The Lunchland car was... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here. That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, Miss Starr?
Yes, that's right.
But there was a chain link fence in front of you?
I went over it, of course.
You can't. Wait, what?
Amazing, the cough-up queen, lunch lady athlete indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. So she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast.
Oh, I did think that the fence went all the way up. Oh, my bad. I guess you technically could climb it, but like, she ain't doing that. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. So how did Miss Sky not get away? She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say?
If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony.
Cheeky.
Anyway, all I heard was her say the word muffler.
Just that one word.
So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else. Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone.
Her phone. She can't mean. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene?
Yes, ultimately.
Ultimately?
My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see.
No, the court doesn't see, Miss Starr.
Chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall.
On the wall. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall.
Apparently, it was out of order.
And so she used her cell phone. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? You should, of course, add this to your testimony.
The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney.
The word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma at 5:18.
I saw it all, how she tried to use a phone on the wall but had to use her cell instead, but you literally can't.
You're an idiot, anyway. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? I was going to ask the same thing. Is this the same as before? Oh no, this is different. Okay.
The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition.
She picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order.
So she pulled her phone, her own cell phone out of her pocket.
And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence.
Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone.
And you saw her doing this. She made to escape. Can you be more specific?
She brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a pâté of foie gras.
Huh?
She even kicked over an oil drum at me.
An oil drum. There was an oil drum lying on its side at the scene of the crime. But it's strange. If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? Ah. The parking lot entrance.
That's right! It doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Excellent! More mysteries!
I wish we could solve a few before finding more, though. So, Miss Sky tried to run.
She didn't do it, you have to believe me.
Yeah, sure. Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky. Oh, Miles, you're killing me. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You, who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. He got nothing for that. He got nothing for that. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor plans. You said that you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Skye making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the backside of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. I guess we got him, but still. What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies. Oh, God! That's quite the claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about... Oh, God. Okay. I need to save. And I need to think this through. So, she lied about what she saw is true. Well, no, it is true, because she was in the A block. Where she saw it is probably where they want me to go with that, like she was on the A side. The order of events, I think, is accurate. I think it's more on the where she saw it. Like, she was on the A side, she couldn't have been on the B side, but what she saw was accurate. Miss Skye tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it. But say the witness did actually see Miss Skye using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location. A different location. Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Oh my God, the objections between the gays. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Woo! Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. The place where from where Miss Starr saw it. Was she actually in the security room, or was she like in one of these cars? I have a feeling that she was in the security room, though. This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room. Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime in the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunchbox to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yeah? Well, Miss Starr, how many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today, a man has got the better of Angel Starr. Okay, I'm okay. Order! Order! Witness! What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Skye? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make any sense. She could have just said that she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. This photograph, it was the defendant who stabbed the victim. Then who took the picture? That truth still stands. Miles, you dug your own grave, buddy. If you didn't point that out, I wouldn't have gotten it. You literally pointed it out, so now I understand. You idiot! I didn't get that before. It still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So, tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Oh, I have to get the reason? Huh, me. By the way, did I ever thank the $5 donation from eons ago? Thank you so much if I didn't. Sorry, that was immediate distraction. Who else?
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said that she saw it from B block.
The angle of view to the crime, distance to the crime, difference in lighting. Distance is about the same. The angle of view is the most important thing, though, I think. The angle at which she saw the crime occur would change. Well, the security guard station is on the second floor. She would have sort of a more 3D view of the crime. And this is important. Why? I was thinking more along the lines of her back would be turned. Like, you can't see things as clearly when your back is turned to the person. So, like, from this angle, you see her front. From that angle, you literally are staring at her back. So you wouldn't see the blood splatter. You wouldn't see probably the neck either. You wouldn't see the stabbing either. Like, her back would be turned. That's a correct answer. I call bullshit. I call bullshit. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Skye? Well, witness? You. Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? That's disgusting. The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend? He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running toward the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. What? 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 What the fuck is she pulling out of her ass? That's quite a detour. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes?
This changes the... But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. It's plastic. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. I'm getting tired of this judge's shit in this case. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Do I have any evidence to stop this? Yes. You mentioned 5 minutes. Wait. That doesn't... I'm good at bluffing nowadays. Let's raise an objection. Objection! 5 minutes between witnessing, the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time. If you like it al dente. Phoenix. We need to have a talk. What the fuck? Dude. What goes on in Phoenix's brain? Like, I gotta know. And we know him more than anybody else because we are, like, we play him. We are Phoenix as the player. We hear his thoughts all the time. And I still don't understand this. I've got lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey. Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Skye dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. It seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it! We screwed that shut, Mr. Wright! That was too close. Afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Well, what now? Oh. She's offering the squid wheels to Miles. Oh my god. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the one she tried to foist off on me! I prefer to not take the defense's team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I really was... Okay. I have decisive evidence. What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr. Thank you, Flying Hamster, for the 11 months. Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo! A triple-decker! Wow! Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Oh my god, this judge. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time? I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now... Huh. To the matter of the victim's shoe, did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. The shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. Oh, when we saw Lana in the detention center, her hand had bandages on it. Don't know why, but it did. It was blood found on that shoe. Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Because she fucking hates you. Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. I mean, fair, but he's on your side. I still can't get over that. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed? Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. Oh my god. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. Dude, I bet she's mad. She's truly mad that she didn't get to sleep with Mr. Miles Edgeworth. That's what she's really mad about this whole time. The grudge is not actually against Lana Skye. It's the fact that Lana Skye was able to get close to Miles Edgeworth while she wasn't able to get close to Miles Edgeworth. She wanted to fuck this man so hard, and she never got a chance. That's the real reason. She just doesn't want to say it. But I'm on to her. Like, she has everybody in the prosecutor office and police force as her boyfriend. Edgeworth is the only one. Ergo, I make my case in point. I think that this is not vindictive to Lana Skye. It is vindictive to Miles Edgeworth. And I will prove this somehow later. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? Seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. You could at least study some evidence law, really. The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. This blood, it's my sister's, right? It appears so. Lana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime. Poor sis. There's blood here too! On the sole of the shoe, it's gotta be the victim's. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood. All this blood, it's horrible. This blood might be an important clue. Yeah, it do be. Oh boy. Alright. Oops.
should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. Yeah, I bet you should have. Why did you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted to look at people to look at the results. The results. How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing. Then why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. Whoa! Tell us how you really feel. Oh my god. This when the suspect is admitting that she did it? False testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's just get this over with. And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime? I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So like an ill-trained pooch, you stuck off with a shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you in your lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of a crime. Tell us what you did next. So, you brought it to the forensics department? If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. The judge does appear to have bloodstains. The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. And the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. You can't say for sure that the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie? Well, speak up! Well, blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood types out there. Which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just one person. Or so I hear. That's pretty specific. If I had a little bit more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they said there's very little doubt. So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was gonna say that. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts? Ew. It's so condescending. Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe? A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? Well, yes, there is a problem. If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is a contradiction about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with the evidence.
Take that!
I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of this shoe.
don't mess with me, rookie. Or I'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe? Oh no, I can't save my game from this screen. And I'm about to fuck up. There's no blood on the ground here. Okay, I hope this is it, because I only got this one shot. Please be it. Lies in the footprint. The footprint. Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Oh my god, objections against the gaze. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Ooh. There is nothing to me more spicy in these cases right now than Miles and Phoenix just objecting each other back to back. Objection, objection, objection. It's like, whoa, okay, calm down. Okay, it's a bit intense. Especially with the relationship, it seems a little bit more spicy, a little bit more personal. Like it's just like, it amplifies the rival feeling, you know? It's just, it gives a little oomph. What? Great going, Mr. Wright. But it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Did I save? I probably should, in case they give me a position where I can't again. Think, Mr. Wright, think. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm not good at finding contradictions. Phoenix? What? I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, that one. A leopard woman. Row! Row! I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. What? What? You can't even begin to claim that. Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over?
This is so dumb. The real reason? You don't mean. Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would have become evidence against her. That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to the murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say that she'd cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe? I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please! What can I do?
Your sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it! But... Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well.
But Angel Starr is on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water.
This court finds the defendant Miss Lana Sky. Finally, I'll hold it. Huh? She said it. What's going on in this courtroom? Little girl, what did you just say?
Me?
Did you say that I, Angel Starr, was on the prosecution's side?
Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints.
Well, I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence. Witness, don't tell me you have something else. What is happening? She's getting the guilty verdict that she wanted. You could have just stopped there, but she is so fucking pissed at prosecutors. She can't even handle the slander. Like, this girl is so fucked up. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare me, don't scare the cough-up queen. Look at this! That's his shoe, not her shoe. Oh my god, there is so many things wrong with this. Oh my lord. Oh my god. I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence.
Mr. Wright, wait, look at the asphalt in this photo.
It's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems that this is what your sister wanted anyway. Oh, come on. I'm sorry, Mia. Oh, why is everything so melodramatic? Come on! Right, wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good. Objection! Objection! There we go. Your Honor, wait! What is with you people? Can't you hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait?
No, it can't. Then it would be too late.
Look at this photograph.
The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So right. Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah, I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I actually have to do this. Okay, so I have a few thoughts on the matter. One, I just noticed this. Isn't this weird? Huh? What is that? Coming out of the exhaust.
Is it HelloFresh this time? Okay. Wait, it's not HelloFresh? Oh, okay, okay.
There's this. There's this. There's this. I feel like all three of these things are weird. Because one, the blood does not match the knife. Two, ow. Oh god, I can just imagine this. Okay, also, there's so many things. What is that? What is that? And then, there's no blood. So you bleed out in the car. Not. So the shoe is the shoe is the victim's. It's not Lana's, and then there's the water here, which doesn't come up here, which means that there's. I see like 4 things wrong with this picture. I don't know what one to go for. I don't know. How can Lana have blood on the shoe? On the bottom of the shoe. I mean, obviously it's in his own blood, so it's like in the trunk. That's disgusting. God, Miles needs a new car. Anyway, I'm gonna go... I saw this thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it matters either. Oh my gosh. My brain. My brain is so tired. Also, the sock is pure white. But I don't think that matters. The shoe. Can I point out? Okay, I don't know what to point out. This? No, this is probably normal. I'm just gonna point out the sock. God, this is so stupid. No! As your elder, Mr. Wright, let me give you a piece of advice. When you point at something, at least remember to keep your eyes open. I believe he's trying to say that no one's falling for your bluffs, Mr. Wright. Open your eyes, Mr. Wright. Think scientifically. I didn't get penalized. I didn't get penalized. I didn't get penalized.
Take that!
No one's falling for your bluffs, Mr. Wright. This makes sense to me. This doesn't make sense to me. I'm gonna try that. No, it's not. Oh my god. I'm molding.
This was the first thing that struck me as weird. Should I go with my gut? I guess I could go with my gut, but it doesn't look like anything. It's so weird. It literally doesn't look like anything. Like, there's no, like... Ugh. Oh, the music! Oh my god. It was the first thing that I saw. Oh, I should have just went with my gut. Okay. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait just a moment, mister. Oh, now I get it. I don't know cars. I thought that was the exhaust. I'm not good with cars. I don't know where the muffler is in a car. I thought that was the exhaust pipe. But if that makes sense, oh wait, where'd my game go? Oh, good thing that's still here. But if that's the muffler, she said it on the phone, or she heard the word muffler, so I guess that could make sense. But like, I'm still very confused. Your Honor, you just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. Huh? Huh? A muffler is also part of a car, part on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system. Oh, it is? I don't know cars. Again, I know jack shit about cars. I see. I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing! Absolutely nothing! Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to the case. Well, Your Honor, how do you feel about that? I'm confused. I don't feel well at all. I have this pounding headache. No, I meant, what do you think about... I'm afraid the reason for that headache is you, Mr. Wright. I gave him a headache! This court sees no reason to prolong the trial. Oh no. Guilty. I fucked up. I'm not doing as well in this case as the last ones. Man, oh man. I'm molding. Wait, Lana, no! I like how she has her hand behind her back and it's still cut. She still has the bandage on it there. Oh me, oh my. I don't think I lost too much there, but I think we're just gonna have to continue a little bit here. Oh. See, the thing I'm still caught up on that I'm surprised wasn't brought up before, I thought that they were gonna bring up the picture. Because, like, I have a hard time thinking that Angel did that with her new testimony, but okay. Don't be mad, don't be mad, don't be mad, don't be mad. It's actually really funny speeding through this and hearing all the sound effects. She was so mad. I have to think about what I'm actually gonna say, because I still don't know. Oh, this is so tense! Wait, so, where are they going with that? I feel like I'm truly embodying Phoenix. I'm just bluffing my way through this right now because I don't understand where they're going with it. Okay, so now... Also, why is, like, Miles completely unbothered that there's, like, blood all over the trunk of his car? Like, if I... I would be so bothered by that, but he truly seems to not care that his car is, like, the scene of a murder. I can't get over that. Bro, like, you can't just wash blood out of your car either. Like, I don't even know how you replace that. Like, blood just does not come out. Is he just like, is he like such a sugar daddy that he just is like, I'll just buy a new car after this? Yeah, he'll just buy a new car. Yeah, probably. Why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to the case? I don't know, actually. But I feel like I should bring up the cell phone. The word muffler was overheard during a call. So I'm gonna say this. Recall your testimony for the court. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? Oh wait, I was right. Okay. If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh boy. It seems we will have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed. I suppose so. That's his car. Phew! That was close. But we made it, at least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry? Bitch, how much food did you have? Okay. Well, that is a shame. I was one click away from not getting a game over that time. Like, I could have made it. But I was a dingus. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface.
But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Yeah, pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So, what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers.
Probably something to do with that piece of cloth.
So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. Oh, God. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's why they told me whenever I was a youngin', at least.
Officer Marshall.
Thought I'd come here to take a look at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory.
That's hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway?
All the police I've seen these last 2 days have really been on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Wow.
Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
You don't say. Now, don't that just beat all? Okay. I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler.
What?
At the awards ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? It means that probably, I would imagine, Edgeworth knows more than he's letting on. But the one thing that does strike me is the one time that we went to go visit him at work, in his office, when I brought it up to him, he did genuinely seem surprised that his car was the scene of the crime. But I do think that he knows more than he's letting on. But obviously, Edgeworth is not going to tell us because I'm the defense. And he's a bitch. In the photograph taken at the scene of a crime, she wasn't wearing a scarf.
So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken.
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns, and sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell.
Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee! Don't call our boyfriend a bitch. Dude, he is a bitch. That's what a love-hate relationship is. Get over it. He is not my rival if he is not a bitch. He's a bitch. And we love him for that. I'd like to resume. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. What is happening? Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What is happening? Is he dying? Did he get food poisoning from the lunch? He didn't eat the lunch, did he? What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over, your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen! I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well, then, I believe it is time we continued on with this. What the fuck is happening? During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable! Seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock? Who's there? Woo! Can I cheat? Does the court record tell me? Fuck. What's with this guy? What is happening? He gets his own theme song and everything. A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom.
Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
Okay.
Who on earth is he?
He has green eyes and pink sunglasses. Ah, it's you. Care to explain? Oh. Oh, sorry I'm late. Udgy? The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see. Hi, Udgy. How's it been? Swim much these days? Hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy, schmizzy, Udgy, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed.
Udgy seems to be his nickname for the judge?
I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Ah, so you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks. So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? Worthy? Worthy. Oh, that's... You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly. Little Worthy? Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police. I do now. Hi. Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. It's always the cops. It's always the cops. He did it. Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So, to what do we owe this honor today? Damon Gant. Age 65. Though he may not seem it, he's the top dog in the PD. He's immediately on my shit list. I don't trust anyone. It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom. 2 years. 2 years. That's too specific. Spice. Well, it's Worthy here. Look at this poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out. By bringing this. That's
my sister's muffler. So Miss Starr wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler.
But to think it was stuffed inside that exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less. Why is there so many pauses? This guy is so dramatic. What is happening? Really embarrassing, even for us. Well, what's this? It's what you call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Chief. What kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth. How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Woo! No, wait a minute. Worthy? I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait.
Aha, or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature of his there, Miles Edgeworth. That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had... Oh my. You're head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'd expect a written apology. What, are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. What? This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor. Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you'd have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I won't be able to point at people anymore. What are you talking about? You can still point it. Come on, just hurry up and open it. Oh my god. What am I gonna do if I can't point my finger and object at people anymore, Phoenix? Talk about a first world problem. There's a small tag on this knife. It seems to say SL92. What does that mean? Well, I've heard something similar. DL6 of the DL6 incident, fame. But it's strange. Oh, what is? I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this, or letters that looked a lot like this, somehow. That is what I was looking for. Edgeworth's knife was the one that cut Lana's hand. This is the murder weapon, I'm pretty sure. I'm the one who's scared! Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood? So it was found at the crime scene, wrapped in the defendant's muffler. Wait, so the... What is... Oh, we don't get that photo back. The photo... No! The photo of the murder. Of him in the trunk. We don't get it back. Oh, you bitch. Give it back. You bitches. Oh, I get it. Wait, I get it. I get it. It's upside down. SL9, 67S. It's the same. They're upside down. So if you read this upside down... So it's February 21st. That's the real date. February 21st is the day of the murder. February 21st, 97S 12. Yeah, so that matches. So that's the date of the murder. And why does Goodman have? Does that mean it's his? Is that a tag that identifies the knife as being his? Because that also matches the note. And then February 21st. But why is... So... But what's the 2 mean? 2? So...
67S. Wait, 2. So the 2 would be... Wait. So... SL9. Wait, am I doing it backwards? No. So... No, it can be both ways. Okay, so... SL79... SL792. So that's like a case record like DL6. DL6 SL9. And then U2. Why is there a 2? Does that mean that he knew it was gonna happen? I wonder if this was a murder gone wrong. I still think the intended murder was not the detective. I think it was Miles. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't Bruce. Maybe, I don't know. This is weird. Something went wrong. But this was designed by the Maybe that's why they also kept Detective Gumshoe out of it. It wasn't because of the relationship with Edgeworth. No, maybe that's it too. I think there's 2 reasons. Okay. So can I take a look at this with the blade out? Yeah, okay. So you don't, okay. Right. Huh. Okay. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police, and this knife. Sure thing, not a problem. Not even a little one, really. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. Oh, I just solved that. Okay. This was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do any investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk about it much. Talk about it. Okay. There was a murder at the police department. A detective. That's hush-hush information, Udgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. You said 5:15? That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order! 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 Anyway, we at the department were all flustered as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top-secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright? 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. Chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Okay. So now I have to question... Okay. I have to question... Is there 2 murderers or 1? Can this be achieved by a singular person? Or can this be achieved by 2 people? I think I would like to go down the line of thinking that this is done by one person, not two. Even though I'm suspicious of conspirators for this whole thing, there has to be multiple people involved, yes. But I do think that down the line that this is one person, not more. That's the hunch I get. So we know how the cases connect. I found the SL9 connection. But... could you time it? So I'm accusing of the Blue Badger right now. I don't know how you commit a murder with this, but I think that one person had this set up and then did the other one. And the relationship... hold on. Wait, can I not? I can't check the profiles right now. Fuck. Excuse me, special? Mm-hmm, hard to come by that particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, righto, but I can't say that now, not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. This knife was found on the scene of the crime. I think that makes it connected to this case, don't you? There's... oh, no. Wait, no. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, righto. Don't call me righto. Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that had me stumped all this time. So, how are things down at the department? Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eye there, righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry. So, something did happen, and why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand you were busy. What with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Udgy? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, righto? I suppose I could help if you help me by giving me data on your case. Ah, good one! This kid's sharp! Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Where the victim was found, how the victim was killed, when the victim died. Well, we know when the victim died, 5:15. Where the victim was found, I kind of don't care. It was somewhere far away. How the victim was killed. I imagine it's probably the same. Can you tell me? Do I want to know where or how?
How? How was the detective killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we went in the force call a stabbing with a knife, of course. No. That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman. That's the spirit we're cooking now! But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. There were more similarities between the two the cause of death. Can I press it again for the other two things? Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances? This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Oh, I got a pinned message. I want to thank all the chat on the community and especially Crystal. I've been passing by a rough time and this few times it gives me a smile. Aww. Oh, that's so sweet. Ooh, have fun at the gym. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. Ooh. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the stream so much. I love this game so much. That's all I can say. Y'all are the best. Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident. How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, Righto. You understand? Try to understand, Righto. Oh my god. Well, if you can't prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there's something that ties the two murders together. What was it doing there? I'd better check this knife out. I see the connection, but I'm still not sure. So I'm still gonna save. Wait a second. An honest to goodness objection. This knife, this has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? And honest to goodness, what do you mean, Trilogy? Oh, this is great. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And this is important why. Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. Your Honor, it's upside down. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around, and what do you get? Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. Ah, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto! I win? What game is this guy playing? So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice! Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon as it happened. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder? And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. It was a bad day for the department. I'm confused.
This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. Can I check this now? They don't let me, like, do anything. Okay, I was wondering if there was just something written on the back of it, but... There's nothing else, I think. Where did I get a highlight? I'm confused. It went- oh, it's just for that. I don't think I've checked the dates. Was it, this? Yes. 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 I don't know if that's where they're going with this, but I can try this. That's very specific. Okay. I'm not sure. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. Can I? This is not right. This is not right, and I'm gonna do it anyway. I like how this is actually presented upside down now. Oh, am I just supposed to present it again? No, it doesn't make sense, though. Oh, oops. Wait, I think I was on the wrong... No, I wasn't on the wrong one. It's, maybe it is this one, though. Yeah, okay, this is the statement. I got this statement down. I just need to present the right thing, okay. Do I present it here? No. What do you think about the witness's statement? God damn it, no! It's not officially linked. I want to link it. I want to link it. Man. Man. Maybe I'm completely on the wrong statement then. Maybe I am on the wrong statement. I was confident. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence. I could object to, like, the coincidence part, because I don't think it does. Oh, oh! I didn't mean to do that. Not having the music is actually more scary. Imagine that. Okay. Ugh! We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. Scary coincidence. I mean, we don't know that this happened at 5:15. Can I present this and be like, it happened somewhere between 4 and 4:30? We don't know it happened at 5:15 exactly. Maybe that. What was... Okay. I pressed everything. Or didn't I? Did I not? No, I'm pretty sure I did. I don't have that picture, though. Man, I really am stumped. I don't even know what to press. I'm that stumped. Or present, like what statement. Because, like, the fact that this one changed makes me think that I should be going on this statement.
That's not an emblem thing. I'm just...
Skyrunner, thank you so much for becoming a member on YouTube. I really appreciate it. The knife was evidence in a case, and it was stolen from the department's evidence room. So the thing is, so what we got as a result of that was this ended up being flipped. That's all. So it makes me think that, like, I'm supposed to then present that somewhere else. And I did that, and it didn't work. A detective was killed at the police department. Would it be in the court record room, perhaps? I think I already did this, but... Oh, sorry. I went too far. Two detectives, one at the prosecutor's office and the one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And the knife... They keep pointing at the knife. I mean, I already did that. So, we looked at the knife. We connect this to this. I saw that right away. So, but I still am not understanding. And then it connects to the same date that's on the autopsy report, which is also weird. Wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. A single stab wound was found. Whereas, like, that doesn't match this knife. This knife did not stab. It was the other one. This one doesn't have, like, blood on the tip. I see so many things, but, like, I don't know. In this here and moment, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It's driving me nuts. The knife was evidence in a case. Oh, like, it seems silly to present the same knife here, because, yeah, that's not it. Hey, Miles! Miles! Across the way. Your Honor. I would like to request help from my boyfriend. It's not officially linked. I want to make it officially linked right now. I already did that, I think. All of my ideas, I keep redoing the same ideas because my brain just keeps on going in a circle. need to look at the knife again? I don't think I'm gonna get anything more out of the knife, honestly. Oh, I kind of... Okay, so that does clear up the fact that it's not the same knife? Wait, is that actually Edgeworth's knife? It actually doesn't have the handle on it. But it could be staged at the same time. Absolutely. Could be staged. Could you... So if the... What if the piece of the knife is still lodged in his chest? And you just, like, take the knife out and you just replace it with that knife. It is clearly not the same knife. God damn. What is going on in this case? Yeah, because, okay, so that knife, Edgeworth's knife is there. That knife is found in the muffler. Perhaps the knife is possessed. Okay, look, that's enough of your sass. What the fuck? That's fucked up. Zoom. Yabba dabba doo. Yeah, I'm remembering all this stuff. How did I get here? Like, he changed his testimony. If you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together. I did though. I'm so confused. Oh, no. Oh, I keep on pressing. I want to go to the last one without continuing. Okay. I already did this here. And the knife. And this. I'm losing my mind. Chat, I'm officially, like, losing my mind. Gant is hot? What the fuck? No, he's not. You know who Gant reminds me of? That fuckface. Oh, thank you so much, Dad Dude, for the prime. Gant reminds me of... Strongheart. I couldn't remember his name. Strongheart. Which makes me even more suspicious. Even more suspicious. Yeah, no. Gant is really attractive? I do not find him attractive. I don't know about y'all, I do not find him attractive. Maybe it's the fact that he lives in a tanning bed, I think. I don't know. Sorry, Lana. This actually has me super stumped right now. I do not know what they're looking for here. I guess there is a type out there for everyone. I can't say anything. Man, this is the most I've been stumped. Nah, he's not attractive, y'all. I don't know what you guys are saying. I really have no idea. Alright, chat. Wait. You guys can at least help me in one way. Alright, I will allow one thing. Obviously, you're not telling me what to present, but am I supposed to present something on this? Just a yes or no? Is this statement? It doesn't make sense if it's any other statement to me. It's not this statement? Okay, so I'm going back. My second hunch is that it's this. Is it this statement? Yes or no only. No, do not say anything else. Yes or no? No! What? Okay, it's not either of those? Okay, now you guys really screwed up my brain. Okay, so it's not either of those. So okay. That's it. Cease. Because I'm still... So there's only 3 other statements. It wouldn't be that one. A detective was killed at the police department. Wait. Could... Huh. Bleh. And the time of the crime, 5:15. Stop pulling your hair. You're making me nervous, dude. I'm not cooking. I promise you I'm not. I'm actually like super brain dead right now. A detective was killed at the police department. My only thought is that it's the same murder, not 2 different ones. But that would be really interesting. Man, what's this poll, man? I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. I already did it on the time. I already did it on the time. So... Alright, chat. Only yes or no. Is it this statement? A detective was killed at the police department. No, oh my god. So it has to be the time. huh? But I have nothing on that. And I presented the autopsy report here before. Oh, I see, I see. It's my badge, isn't it? It's my badge. Damn. It didn't win me any points. Sorry, y'all. It wasn't that. No! I thought I was getting somewhere there. Ugh. This is frustrating. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. Oh wait, the other thing. Oh. I'm molding. Why is there an egg word? Please don't do this. Why would you do that to him? Don't turn him into an egg. It just looks so cursed. Like, y'all literally look cursed right now. Wait, what the hell? I shouldn't be on 1 life. Why am I on 1 life? Was I not at full at this save? Did I accidentally save over it? Oh, I might have fucked up there. That's a little annoying. I did overrode on accident. Oops. Okay. It has to be this one. The time of the crime, 5:15. I just don't see how anything helps here. God. Lana's a cat. She is confirmed. This is so tricky. I could just click on everything, but I'm actually trying to think about things from as many angles as I can, and nothing's just coming up. Chad, this is the statement, right? Like, yes or no? This has to be the statement. The other one doesn't make any sense. No? What do you mean? It's the least... It's this one? You guys said no to every other one. What is happening? Did I just forget to press or something? Oh my god, I'm so confused now. Did I... Okay, okay. So this is leading me to believe that I either missed a thing or I missed a thing. I must have missed something. Man, this case. Fuck this case, man. What am I doing? Now I'm like reevaluating my evidence to see if I really missed something. Okay, this knife has been thoroughly checked, okay? This knife has been thoroughly checked. Fuck off. We're doing super zooms in. Super zoomies. The super zooms. I still can't believe your fucking knife is also fuchsia, Edgeworth. What the fuck is wrong with you? Alright, just in case I did miss something, I'm just going to press again. Trying to see if something clicks. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? There was a suspect. Just arrested them, yeah. Oh, do I have to do this again? He said he was only going to answer one question. So, but I don't think this is going to do anything. Where? I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. Did I not say that? Oh my god. Wait a second, I've heard of that. The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? There's the connection. I hate this game. They baited me. They literally baited me. They're like, oh, you get one answer to a question. Why would you tell me that? It made me think that I couldn't go back and get another answer to a goddamn question. That is so frustrating. Wait, but I'm still in the same conundrum. None of his statements changed. Oh. I mean, okay. And that still doesn't work? I still have to do that again. I should have saved. So we have to do the third option too, it seems like. We have to do all three of the options, even though they say, you only get the answer to one of my questions. Okay, keeping that in mind for the future. That's frustrating, okay. So the game just straight up lies to you, is what I'm gathering. sad. So it's this one, right? Okay. The sound effects speed run. Oh, now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Oh, I'm not supposed to present, I think? Now I can get him to talk more about it. Maybe that's what they're going for. This guy's a bitch. Can I just say he did it and move on? This is the same thing, though. How am I not presenting it there? Okay, just to be safe, I'll do the third option. Yeah, we already knew that because he says it right there. Okay. This... I can... Oh. This is the only thing I can think of. And it didn't work! Chat, yes or no? I'm supposed to be presenting something. Like, at that point, I have to present. No? No? Oh my god. Okay, so I need to press him on the statement where he says there's no connections. Okay. Okay. Damn, is this guy frustrating. The defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases have already been proven. Out with it, Righto. What's your connection? Out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same room. Indeed, there do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. Stare. Stop staring. You two make a good pair. I'm just gonna... Okay. I say we do too. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. Hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Hmm? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What, really? Who would have guessed? I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh, well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. The victim's ID number. How about you tell me the victim's ID number? Of course not, you won't be able to tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is... the same one. Tell me the same one. Tell me the same one. That's the same one. Got him. It's only one person. It's not two. That's quite long. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 8... oh, I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. This tells me nothing! Finally, we got past this stupid-ass part. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Phoenix, confidence. Confidence. It has to be what I think it is. But what does that mean? Let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. Tells you something? What does it tell you? What is it, Mr. Wright? Don't ... me. You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just I got confused. And this is news? Oh, Miles! Wow, asshole! Just come out with both guns blazing like you always do. Miles and his sass, man. Oh my god. The police department, the prosecutor's office, 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I have a police ID number here. Is it yours? No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, righto. Personnel IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number... oh, he doesn't care. He's just gonna say it. Okay. And this means what exactly? Huh? Judge, okay. That ID number we heard from the chief earlier, that started with 8. I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right. Again! The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. Well, wait a second, right? What does this... mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Sharp was attacked, right? Oh, Sharp has attacked. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet a detective, Bruce Goodman, was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time, and in a completely different location. Order! Order! What does this mean? No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? It is, yes, it's top secret, fine. But I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said, wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight. The grave error? Mr. Edgeworth. They're yours. Oh my god. What? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our officer Meekins who brought you the news. Did we distract him? Anyway. Officer Meekins.
Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before?
I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. You don't mean him. According to Makins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report.
What's going on here? What's the goal? What is going on?
Is this payback? Like, is this... Are they mad? Like, what? Why? Why? What is happening? Why are you doing this to Miles? Bitch, are you mad? Like, what the hell is going on? I don't... Why didn't you tell your officer? Why didn't your officer tell me?
Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged.
In any case, this is a serious error, gross negligence of the duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I... Stare. No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What? And what was the second rule of evidence law?
Well, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh, well, it's, Rule number 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Is everyone out to get Miles? Like, everyone's just out to get him. And how is this rule relevant? Because it's not. Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. What does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Righto over here. Good job, Righto, my boy. I was just doing my job. No. Wow. We have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. Yes, I will. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing that I do. You'd better get results this time, really. Is that a threat? You have my profound apologies, sir.
Or Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well, court is adjourned. Oh boy, that was a doozy. Okay. So, that's a good place for me to stop. I'm a little flabbergasted, and I also feel really bad for Miles. I like to think that I distracted him. because otherwise he wouldn't have made a fucky wucky if I wasn't in his office at the time that Mr. Me whatever came in. Just saying, I think it was my fault. We were a very pleasant distraction to Mr. Miles at the time. And I think that that is a compliment, if you ask me. So, tomorrow, chat, we have another special guest coming on stream to help us voice at noon, same time. So, it is not Greg again. It is somebody else. Somebody that you guys definitely will not be expecting. So, look forward to tomorrow. Whatever happens in this trial, we got a guest to be announced. I could say it now. Do I say it? Do I tell you? Do I tell you? Yes, it's a guest. Surprise? Surprise? You literally will never guess it because it's not a voice actor. Or not a trained one. Not a like professional one. Trained, maybe. Professional? So that's all I'll say. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Look forward to the special guest. And yeah, I'm gonna solve this case. Just kidding, I won't. This case sucks. Bye!